Christians. In Romans 8, we read, and we know that all things work together for good to those who love God, to those who are called according to his purpose. Now listen to this right here. This is important. For whom he foreknew, he also predestined to be conformed to the image of his son, to be born again, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren. Moreover, whom he predestined, these he called. Whom he called, these he justified. And whom he justified, he glorified. Every single person who comes to faith in the Lord Jesus Christ comes to because he foreknew them. Not that he knew what they would do beforehand, but when it says that he foreknew them, it means that he loved them before creation. He set his affections upon them before. They were chosen in him before the foundation of the world. And he predestined them. He predestined them to salvation. Every Christian, everyone who comes to faith in the Lord Jesus Christ comes to faith because God loved them beforehand and called them by his predestinating love to salvation. They were chosen. No one who is not chosen will ever come to faith in Jesus Christ. Now you might ask, well, how do we know who's chosen? When you believe. Otherwise, you don't know. That's why we preach to everyone. Because we don't know. God knows. But then you might ask, well, then if God knows, then why go through all this process? Because God has his own will and he does whatever he wants with his creation. That's the means that he chose to bring about the salvation of his elect people. So don't be frustrated when someone you're trying to convince to come to faith doesn't. There's a reason why they don't come to faith. Because they can't. They can't. They're not able. It's not about academic awareness. They don't have the aptitude or the ability. They have not been given what is required by God in order for them to believe.